verlassen aus, ja. Ja.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy.
Hey.
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front.
Das Blut von
He
ihm.
served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good
Ein
news
neuer Look.
indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Der Kleine. Er ist kleiner als wir. Ja. Unser neuer Look. Cool.
We'll have a word in my office later, Jonathan.
Okay. Ach nein, ne? Was jetzt?
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Sind die höflicher? Ich lasse sie verbluten.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox.
Konnten
I'd
ihn
appreciate
töten
you
oder
helping
auch
me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox.
Ja, das ist
Let
die
me
beste
assist you to
Variante,
that
ne?
better place.
Qualität des Blutes. Die Qualität deutet an, wie du von einem bestimmten Bürger erhältst. Je höher die Blutqualität ist, desto besser behältst du. Hey. Auszusaugen musst du die nächste in den Band ziehen. Was ist das? Um sie so an die Stelle zu führen. Drücke Q, achso. Wir müssen ihn also töten.
Bring this fading light into the shadows.
So.
Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Folge der roten Spur. Oh. Drücke und wählen, ob du Play Cox ein Spiel aussaugen oder loslassen möchtest. Wird er dir eine große Menge EP gewähren, jedoch hat das Konsequenz sei dir.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Erinnerungsdistrus. Also wir konnten wieder entscheiden. Ich war in dem Gespräch, dann könnte man sich entscheiden, aber so anscheinend auch. Aber dann bekämpfen. Also wir können mit dem
Did I
quatschen.
black out?
Komische Songs, ne? Nein,
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
wer ist denn diese andere Stimme? Und so Inneres. Ja, wo müssen wir die EP bekommen, ne? Was mit der Musik? Okay, die können wir nicht smashen, weil wir sonst entdeckt werden wahrscheinlich. Wo sind die nicht in der Öffentlichkeit? Haben wir hier schon überall? Hey, was sind wir denn jetzt? Jetzt kapiere ich gar nichts mehr. Okay.
It's locked, all right.
Ich glaube, es lockt. Es lockt, aber richtig lockt. Boah. Vom Smashen, so BAM! Alles kaputt! Ist da noch was? Schließen Sie sich den Truppen an, jo. Mit Sicherheit. Okay. Was ist das für so voll die schlechte Musik? Machen wir mal hier lang. Offizielle Gesundheitswarnung. Oh mein Gott. Sind wir wieder wirklich da? Okay, hier ist Kampfgebiet. Ich gehe weg. Das machen wir später. Schnell ist sie. Alter. Geknitterter Brief. So, wir können die Toten noch beklauen. Warum ist das jetzt zu? Krankenschwester werden jetzt gebraucht.
It's locked.
Scheiße, ey. Aber wieso? Hey.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead.
What
But
pawn
I
shop?
used to be a real doctor.
Handeln, aha, okay. Erlebung? Oh, Hinweis. Wahrscheinlich mit der Kiste.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Können auch gleich mal die Briefe nachschlagen. Nicht lesen, aber
An
nachschlagen.
interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one too. Most people fear or at least have a respect for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Neuer Hinweis. Okay.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
sitzen ja hier alleine.
Do you work here alone? Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Sind wir uns schon
Have
mal-
we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Ja, wenn sie noch leben würde. Persönlichen Fragen?
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Glauben Sie an ein Leben nach dem Tod?
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short,
Was war denn das?
and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Wohlwollen ist nicht von Dauer.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed, I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Ist hier noch was? Ne, hier ist nichts. Aber Hinweis müssen wir noch haben.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Was hast du denn? Codein ist ein Arznei, die effektiv als Schmerzmittel und Hausstiller verwendet wird. Opium. Wegen der Ausbreitung der Epidemie. Eine rätselhafte Formel, diese auf Stück Papier verschiedene Formeln scheint komplex zu sein. Die muss analysiert werden. Die kaufe ich mir mal. Die sah besonders aus. Ich wollte mal gerade kurz die Briefe gucken. Wir haben hier ein paar. Geht euch mal durch. Ist das hier? Das war noch mehr, oder? Hier. Ob da vielleicht irgendwie Hinweise sind auf den Code oder so. Ach, das sind wir, okay. Das ist die Karte. Entfernen nochmal. Alter. Kann man... Ey, was ist das denn für ein... Noch weiter raus geht nicht. Okay. Krankenhaus, Whitechapel, Western... Scheiße. Ich meine, das geht, ja. Aber ich weiß, dass das hier alles ist.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Sabrina Cavendish, ein paar neue Charaktere.
Ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand
It's
you
locked.
must be very angry about this unfair situation.
It's locked, all right.
I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Ich glaube, wir kommen erstmal hier nicht rein, ne? Vorerst. Nein! Oh, verdammt. Wie kann der die Tür zuschließen und dann wieder aufmachen?
I'm sorry that these sad and faded walls are...
Was ist das für ein Unmensch? Wir müssen uns da schnell reinschneiden, oder? Ja, wo es geht, bestimmt nicht. So, erstmal durch die Wühlmühlen. Wühlen. Krankenhaus ist voll. Zu viele Corona-Patienten. Oh, jetzt hier geht's überall gehen. Hier waren wir, glaube ich, noch nicht, ne?
It's locked, all right.
Auf einer anderen Seite kann man die öffnen.
I cannot enter.
Okay.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Aha. Du kleine Misskröte. Ich mal kaputt. Okay, die sind schwächer. Was nützt das hier drauf? Ich verstehe gerade den Sinn nicht. Oder ist das dient das nur als Ausweichung? Shit. Wir können auch mehrere andocken, ne? Schluck die mal weg. Oha. Nice. Das sind nämlich zwei da hinten. Ach komm, das kriegen wir da irgendwie hin. Shit. Brustgröße. Kein Ausdauer mehr. Aua. Wasser. Musste ich wohl ausschieben. War da nicht ein Eimer oder so? Jo. Oh, Fotografie in einer Brieftasche. Ich weiß gar nicht, wo es weitergeht. Geht's da weiter oder da weiter oder da weiter? Ich bin... Achso, hier kommen wir wieder nach da, okay. Aber wie waren wir doch, oder? Oh, what the fuck? Wo müssen wir jetzt hin? Warte mal, ich guck mal auf der Karte. Das ist schon richtig, ne? Mit im Garten. Das ist schon richtig. Okay. Ui, was geht? Scheiß Feuer, Alter. Scheiße, unser erster Tod. Du wurdest besiegt. Von 2 Typen. Ich muss mir ausweichen. Och nein, die sind auch wieder da. Was ist mir jetzt? Das ist richtig, ne? Und dieses Feuer, ne? Das Feuer ist so scheiße. Was? Was war das?
It's locked.
Ach, das ist so ein Room. Endlich. Junge. folge einfach mal schnurstracks der Quest, oder? Überhaupt nicht. Oh, wo lang geht's denn jetzt hier? Ach, das war schon richtig. Oh. Ich hab jetzt für gar nichts weggemacht, oder? Aber da geht's ja auch nirgendwo lang, ne? Also, wir kamen da nirgendwo durch. Bleiben Sie bei uns. Wer ist denn das?
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Okay.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Haben wir hier noch nicht? Oh, warte, geht's weiter. Ja, warte mal. Geht doch nicht da weiter. Was ist das hier? Wer ist diese besondere Frau? Wie viele Leute sind denn hier?
Good evening, nurse.
Wie viel reden
I'm
kann man
Dr.
hier?
Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr.
Wer ist mit
Swansea
jedem
has
Einzelnen
already
reden
told
kann.
us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Ach du Scheiße.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Okay.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Okay.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Aber wir kriegen nochmal Hinweise auf jeden Fall. Also es ist nicht schlecht, mit ihm zu sprechen. Aber ich hoffe, es wird nicht zu lange, Alter. Das ist so heftig. Hälfte des Spiels sind wir noch am Sprechen. Warte, komm mal mit dem. Auch reden.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh, cool. Eieiei, ach du Scheiße.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped from the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Hier ein Quest, oder? Waffen schmuggeln?
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Persönliche Fragen noch.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Man kann die dann sozusagen ja, nicht erpressen, aber...
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet. With all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Oh, cool, okay.
Goodbye, Milton.
Oh, warte, wir konnten handeln.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
Handeln?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Was hat er denn? Alter, 315. Teil eines gewünschten Griffs. Teil eines gewünschten Abzugs. Können wir das verkaufen? Ich weiß auch nicht, ob wir es gebrauchen könnten. Deswegen lasse ich es erstmal. Und rein gehen wir dann in der nächsten Folge. Also haut rein. Und sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal. Tschüss.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
So, jetzt aber Schluss. Tschüss.